scorer for Birmingham City, sponsored by Snapchat. It is number 11, Jeremy Bella. Also for Birmingham City, sponsored by Snapchat, number 10, Lucas Yidlitz. Goal scored for Sheffield Wednesday.
Fucking go on, Tommy!
Sponsored by Snapchat.
Okay, so it's time for the review. I'm actually facing the camera towards the telly this time, so that the footage is happening there while I'm talking to you guys. So, it was Sheffield Wednesday at home. The madness of Gary Monk coming back. Last time we played them, we had the Monk episode of Monk deciding he was going to not shake Clotette's hand. The argument before the match where he's having a go at Clotette, and we had all of that. This time we didn't have that. We had something that looked a bit interesting, that looked potentially like an incident happened pre-match, and some people were online saying there was something that happened at the end of the match. I did not see what happened at the end of the match. Something happened, but I'm not sure, so I can't really say on about it. Pre-match there was a shake of the hand, but Monk kind of said something. Clotette pulled him back and clearly stated something that Monk didn't like, and Monk walked away. So then we go into the game. We were really solid in the first half. We looked like quite a good team. We looked like we really could landslide victory at one point. Then it changed. But we'll review the goals. So Bella, we got a corner. Bella putting a cross towards Hogan. Hogan tries to pressure a defender. The defender ends up kicking it with his left foot, kind of. I'm not actually sure what it hit. It hit something. Then it ended in the bottom corner. It was a deserved goal, because I think we were playing quite well at this point. We were putting pressure on them. We were showing them how to play proper football, because they were playing a lot more hoofball at this point. and they were trying to get us to play hoofball, but we were playing some nice passing, flowing football. But then they suddenly started playing decent football, and their first goal came to equalise to make it 1-1. Now, number 5, I'm not sure who he is, plays it into Bannon. Bannon, who has half the pitch to play with, really. No one's marking him. He takes 2 touches to take it away from Bella. Gardner's kind of strolling extremely slowly back. You got Roberts, who just tries to dive in out of nowhere, and credit where it's due, he pings one into the bottom corner, and it was a great finish, making it 1-1. His celebration diving in front of the empty bit, which is not allowed to be open due to a flare, just to get on camera. Not really, mate. Didn't really work. But yeah, so that made it 1-1. Then we went up the other end, had the ball on the wing, pressured it, pushed it forward with a great pass through to Juki. Juki then plays it first time to Hogan, who then plays it back first time to Juki. A great first touch by Juki to take it past their player, who kind of falls over. Jude comes in trying to collide with the ball to try to stop it, and then Juki taking it through and then megging their defender, putting it into the bottom corner. Lovely finish, lovely goal, lovely all-round play. Lovely, making it 2-1. Then we have the dubious penalty, should we say. They're running around a bit on the wing, try putting it in, it gets headed back out. Colin goes to kick the ball, slightly touches the ball, then hits the player's arm, and he goes down like he's been shot, and he gets a penalty. He's hardly touched him, really. It's a dubious penalty, to say the least. Forestieri puts Camp the wrong way. He kind of stutters up to do that. Then they hoof the ball forward. Some dodgy play in defence. Great touchback by one of their players. Pushes out onto the wing to Forestieri, from Forestieri to their goal scorer on the wing. Now, the issue with this one was mainly due to the fact that basically about 3 minutes before that goal, they had a shot that went across the box, and Clark Salter tried to dive in. Whilst diving in, Clark Salter kind of hurt himself and ended up injuring himself, so he actually had to come off after that. So Clark Salter is limping about a bit, trying to get around to the ball, and he limps about again, and then it goes onto the wing and it gets pinged into the bottom corner. Great finish again, great play by Sheffield Wednesday there. Very good finish. Then they had another chance. Number 19 having a great strike from the edge of the box. An amazing save by Lee Camp to push it over with his hand. Great save by Lee Camp. They don't show on the highlights. I'm not quite sure why, because I think it was an even better save. The one where they dinked it over the top. One of their players went running clean through on goal. Didn't have really any pressure from our defenders, and Lee Camp made himself big, dives out, kind of saves it with his arm, then tries to get everyone to go forward. It was a great save by Camp again. Then we had the chance that was the equaliser, and pretty much, well, it was the last chance of the game. Roberts hoofs the ball forward. Great header down by Juki, and a brilliant volley side foot finish into the kind of middle of the goal. Great goal. 4 goals in 5 games for Scotty Hogan. Now, review from that. It's great that we got a draw. It has pushed us back to 11 points from the playoffs and 11 points from relegation, I think, now. It keeps us mid-table, same points as Sheffield Wednesday, same points as Derby now. But the issue with it was that quite early in the game, it was quite obvious Bella was not playing very well. I would have brought Bella off after about 60 odd minutes, and he didn't bring him off till a lot later. And I would have brought on Crowley for him at that point. I thought Gardner had a great first half, but wasn't brilliant in the second half. Roberts' long throws are getting really old by this point. 85% of them end straight in the goalkeeper's arms. He needs to learn that the long throws should not go towards the goalkeeper, should go away from the goalkeeper, towards the penalty spot. He did it with one, and I think Jude headed it towards the bottom corner, and it was saved by the goalkeeper. That was the one time it looked good. But they did way too many of those long throws. And they finally learnt by the end of the match that it weren't working. Let's change the idea. But I think Camp is going to get my man of the match for this game. He made 3 very, very good saves. He played very well. He commanded his box quite well. Yes, he let in 3 goals. But without him in goal, I think we could have conceded 6-7. So I think Camp definitely gets my man of the match. Scott Hogan gets an honourable mention for great finish to that 1 goal. Juki gets a mention for scoring a great finish also. Pretty much all the goals were really good finishes. Other than the penalty, that you can't really say was a good finish. It was decent enough. Juki's also did a great finish and a lovely header on, but didn't do much else other than that. So in the team, we had that kind of needed power. Could have been a lot better. Could have ended up winning the game. Could have ended up losing the game. By the time we scored, we should have lost, in my eyes. But hey, we've come out with that draw. It's another point towards safety and another point towards the playoff battle, whichever one you want to look at. I'm looking at just sticking in mid-table. I'm happy mid-table this season. Try and push on next season for the playoffs or promotion. Spend some money in the next transfer window, hopefully. It was great to hear the Sweet Home Alabama from Birmingham, for the Birmingham Legion supporters, to my Legion fans. Thanks for all the likes and comments on Twitter, guys. It's really highly appreciated. And all of the likes and comments and sharing on this page about the community trust and the last video. Great to see all the support from all the fans out there. We are actually playing in about 14 hours now. We're playing in 14 hours, so we're playing tomorrow after 4 games, so hopefully we can get those victories. Yeah, the community trust disabled team. Come on, lads. If any of you guys are watching it, I know you guys watch these videos. Chris, I know Matthew watches them. And Frankie, thanks for watching. And on to Millwall away Wednesday night. I'll be there. Come on, Blows.